U.S. Election 2024. Former prosecutor sums up Trump lawyer Alina Habba's new claim in one brutal word. In the president's civil fraud trial in New York, which resulted in a penalty of $455 million or more last month, former U.S. Army prosecutor Glenn Kirshner ripped down attorney Alina Habba's most recent assertions on Thursday. The words were meaningless, he claimed. During an interview with Newsmax this week, Habba predicted that Trump's appeal in the case will be extremely powerful and that time to allow our side come out. In the most recent episode of the Legal Breakdown podcast, Kirshner and Brian Tyler Cohen of MSNBC delivered a frank summary, saying, "Yeah, that was a bunch of word salad. I really enjoy it when she says, our narrative is finally going to come out," Kirshner extended. Their narrative has been making the rounds in the media and during lengthy trials, but now it will finally see the light of day on appeal. It's a jumble of words, it's utter nonsense, Kirshner chimed in. According to my evaluation of the facts presented, which led to the large monetary verdict against Donald Trump, they do not have significant concerns on appeal. He went on to say that the four-time ex-president was down in flames due in large part to Habba's defense of Trump. He claimed her remarks were nothing more than spin for Trump's naive supporters. Kirshner conceded that the case has had some difficulties that have floated around, but he characterized them as extremely small in comparison to the tremendous money judgment that Donald Trump is facing, which he has still not been able to post a bond in order to take a proper appeal. On Tuesday, attorneys for former President Donald Trump requested a postponement of the execution of the $83 million defamation sentence that writer Jean Carroll received at the hands of a jury in her defamation trial. The stay of the order is scheduled to expire on Monday. Alina Habba and John Sauer, who are attorneys for Trump, petitioned New York Judge Lewis Kaplan to prolong it. In order to appeal the decision, Trump will either have to pay Carroll or put up a cash bond of $91 million. To appeal a civil court verdict in New York, the defendant is required to post a cash bond equal to 1,100% of the judgment. Imposing irreparable injury in the form of considerable expenses, which may or may not be recovered, would be the consequence, the counsel argued, if President Trump were to be required to deposit a bond or other security prior to the court's decision on his stay application. The letter formally requested that the judge prolong the stay until Thursday if not longer. Lexi Rubin, a legal analyst for MSNBC, tweeted that Habba is asking Judge Lou Kaplan for some mercy. Kaplan has not yet decided on Trump's request to suspend implementation of the $83.3 million Jean Carroll verdict while his post-trial motions are considered. More specifically, she brings attention to the fact that the current stay is set to expire on Monday and requests that, in the event Judge Kaplan does not reach a decision by tomorrow, he should, at the very least, preserve the enforcement of the judgment for a period of 3 working days following that ruling. Trump could be having problems arranging for a bond of $91 plus million, the letter reads, according to Rubin's interpretation of the letter. Waiting for Kaplan to turn down his request for an extension, he's attempting to buy himself some time to either get one or save up enough money, she wrote. There is certainly a problem so far in securing a bond, CNN quoted New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman as saying Thursday, citing the several demands for a delay. It doesn't rule out their arrival, but I'm uncertain of the impact of an additional 2 or 3 days of delay. The judge has previously stated that there will be no delay, she added.